On the news tonight, Nigeria Police Force apprehends fake NIMC website syndicates. Ministers of Education clears air on federal government ASUA agreement. Good evening and thanks for joining us on Nta Ijebu Ode News at 7. My name is Ifeolu Ashalu and here are the news in details. The federal government has affirmed the commitment to unlocking the socio-economic potentials of Nigeria's geo-heritage site. Vice President Kashim Shettima stated this one received a delegation from UNESCO International Geoscience and Geoparks Program, Nigeria led by its chairman, Dr. Aminu Abdullahi Isiaku, on a courtesy visit at the presidential villa. State House correspondent Abdurrahman Jubrila report.
This meeting is reaffirmation of the Tinubu administration's efforts to explore the economic and developmental benefits of geoheritage sites for the betterment of the nation. Vice President Kashim Shettima commended Nigerian Geological Survey Agency and the Ministry of Innovation, Science and Technology for their respective roles in preserving Nigeria's geoheritage sites, encouraging the team to expand its geoscience coverage across Nigeria's geopolitical zones, assuring the delegation of sustained support for the committee's activities.
And I want to acknowledge the UNESCO IGGP NNC's alignment with our renewed hope agenda, and also recognize your council's, your committee's objectives in promoting sustainable geoscience development themes under climate change, earth resources, hydrogeology, geohazards, geodynamics, and geoheritage. But we are a young nation, and I will urge you to expand your coverage beyond Borno and Kebbi.
The committee is aligning itself with the President Tinubu's renewed hope agenda in ensuring climate resilience among other goals, promising to raise public awareness on the benefits of geosciences.
We believe that our coming is the right time for us to come and share our objectives with the presidency and also seek, most importantly, subnational support. Because all our work is eventually going to be done at the subnationals. So we believe that coming here is the right place for us to take our message.
The establishment of a national committee for Nigeria, 50 years after the establishment of the global body, has firmly placed the country within the International Geoscience Program framework. From the State House, Abdurrahman Jubrila, NTA News.
The Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security says it will soon release 2,000 tractors deployed by the federal government. Minister of Agriculture and Food Security Abubakar Kyari says other incentives to boost production will also be provided. Musa Baba Aliyu report.
On June 23, 2025, President Bola Tinubu inaugurated 2,000 tractors, including large and small harvesters and other implements in Abuja. Since the inauguration, farmers have been awaiting information on the procedure and how the heavy-duty farming equipment will be distributed. The Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, Abubakar Kyari, stated that these tractors are not meant for show.
Mr. President will soon give us the go-ahead to distribute. We'll come up with the financing structure that you will see that will be very, very attractive to the farmers. But one thing that we must make sure, tractors are not for decoration. Tractors are meant to work. And we will have trackers on these tractors to make sure that they are geofenced.
The minister was speaking to a group of farmers who visited the ministry seeking recognition, support, and partnership in the Nigeria Food Security Project.
And for the first time, Mr. President had given us 2,150,000 bags of fertilizer that we had given out across the country free of charge.
The chairman of Amana Farmers and Grain Suppliers Association of Nigeria, Haruna Ahmed, stated that the association would continue to support and collaborate with the ministry in all its activities, particularly in implementing laudable sustainable agriculture projects in the country. Musa Baba Aliyu, NTA News.
The Nigerian Police Force National Cybercrime Centers apprehended key actors behind the fake National Identity Management Commission website following a petition submitted to the Inspector General of Police by the Director General of the Commission. Francis Form reports that the suspects were accused of unauthorized access, distribution, and commercialization of Nigerians' personally identifiable information.
14 domains were identified by NMC, which the reporters was. When we verified the name, we conducted our investigations. We discovered that they were all malicious.
Investigations by the Nigeria Police Force National Cybercrime Center uncovered a sophisticated syndicate operating through multiple illicit online platforms, interfacing with the National Identity Database, and through intelligence, the suspects were arrested in Kwara and Lagos states. The police also confirmed that the illegal domains have been successfully deactivated, while efforts are being intensified to track down other accomplices linked to the crime.
The Nigerian Police Force National Cybercrime Center was able to achieve this great feat through the use of digital forensic techniques, which aided in identifying the threat actors and domains involved in this unlawful sale and verification of NIN-linked PPI.
NIMSI reiterates and also continues to urge Nigerians to avoid patronizing unauthorized agents or business centers and to access NIN services only through approved enrollment centers.
The NIMSI Director General emphasized that the Commission remains steadfast in protecting the integrity of Nigeria's national identity database and criminal networks involved in fraud and data manipulation will be dismantled through continued collaboration with security agencies. Francis Form, NTA News.
The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC in Ogun State, is soliciting the support of stakeholders for enhanced citizens' participation in ongoing continuous voter registration exercise. Resident Electoral Commissioner in the state, Nta Ijebu Ode, stated this during an engagement with journalists in Abeokuta, Ogun State. Nta Ijebu Ode report.
The exercise is for the purpose of updating the National Register of Voters to enhance participation in the electoral process. The Resident Electoral Commissioner, Nta says the registration exercise is free for categories of people who must be Nigerian citizens, must be 18 years before or during the registration exercise, must not have registered prior the current dispensation, must be resident, work or originate from local government area, council or ward covered by the registration center and must be physically present at the registration centers.
I'm appealing to all political parties, I'm appealing to all stakeholders also to encourage their men and women who have not registered to come out. All our young adults who are 18 years old should also come out.
She notes that the engagement starting from 18th of this month from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Monday to Friday, scheduled from August 18th to 10th December 2025, and covers areas like fresh registration, transfer of registration to new location within and outside the state, replacement of lost PVC, replacement of damaged or defaced PVC, and update and correction of wrong biodata. The REC explains that, except for fresh registration, every other segment of the exercise can be completed online on INEC website www.cvr.inecnigeria.org. Meanwhile, prospective registrants have been visiting the INEC registration centers across the 20 local government areas of the state, where they commend the seamless nature of the exercise. In Abeokuta, Nta Ijebu Ode, NTA News.
Driven by increasing fertility cases, societal pressure to have children, population explosion, and poverty, Gas and Good Morning Nigerians want regulations to mitigate escalating unwholesome practices in reproductive health in Nigeria. They believe the sector faces significant challenges such as lack of proper regulations and the danger posed by unqualified practitioners or quacks. Lydia Sampson report.
Egg harvesting, sperm donation, surrogacy, and in vitro fertilization are medical procedures globally recognized in helping couples having difficulty in having children. Unfortunately, Gaston Good Morning Nigeria acknowledged many clinics operate without adequate facilities or oversight, putting patients at risk. They caution that high supply and demand driving desperation for survival is also exposing vulnerable young people to abuse.
With the National Assembly to protect all sides. It's not enough to focus, say, women are victims. The practitioners must be protected. What does that mean? You must have reasonable knowledge and skills before you are let loose on the population.
Where we started talking of integration of family life education into our school curriculum. And this Ministry of Health has been working assiduously as of that time in collaboration with the Ministry of Education.
With the National Health Act and other legal framework for emerging trends in reproductive health unclear on these issues leading to commercialization and abuse, the guests insist it is time to change the narrative.
We can, in terms of the guideline, since the money has to be used in the primary healthcare center, so we should be able to put some of these facilities in the primary healthcare centers. But you know, there are certain basic facility provisions. Anywhere you put that, there must be constant electricity. There must be trained personnel to manage it. So it's not a half-assed measure. Otherwise, 4 or 5 years, some woman will come back to get her eggs, and so the eggs have all deteriorated.
They are emphatic about tackling the rise of quackery in reproductive health practices, which exacerbates maternal and child health risks. They call for more regulation, ethical standards, and public awareness to protect vulnerable individuals in Nigeria's growing reproductive health. In Abuja, Lydia Sampson, NTA News.
You are still watching Nta Ijebu Ode News at 7. We would be going on a short break now. Stay tuned.
Oh, what a wonderful world of SureClean detergent. Oh yes, you can have a clean and bright wash with SureClean. SureClean detergent is tough on stains, gentle on your hands, and leaves clothes smelling fresh. Oh see, for clean whites and all colors, SureClean detergent makes you shine. As you spread it all, you can see the shine of SureClean brightness. Now, wear your smile with pride and nothing to hide. SureClean detergent makes your family clean and happy. SureClean detergent, happiness with every wash.
Are you desiring a future career in nursing science, law, medical laboratory science, public health, accounting, economics, agricultural extension and rural development, criminology and security studies, and other NUC-approved and accredited professional academic programs? If your UTME score 140 and above, then this information is for you. Admission for all these courses is currently ongoing at the Atiba University, Oyo, Nigeria's fastest growing and cost-effective private university. The university is located in the peaceful, serene, and secure environment of Oyo Township in Oyo State, Nigeria. Hurry now. Admission is in progress. Visit www.atibauniversity.edu.ng to apply. Or call any of these numbers: 081-034-94152, 080-385-79822. What are you waiting for? The future is now.
You're welcome back. The stories continues. The Honorable Minister of Education, Dr. Tunji Alausa, has cleared the air concerning agreements between the federal government of Nigeria and the Academic Staff Union of Universities, noting that the last formally signed and building federal government ASU agreement was in 2009. In 2017, the Minister of Education, Malam Adamu, inaugurated a negotiation committee which produced the draft NIMI BRICS agreement in May 2021. However, this draft was never signed by the federal government when the minister stated that there had been no new signed agreement with ASU. He was specifically referring to the 2021 NIMI BRICS draft, which remains unsigned but served as the most recent framework for discussions. Thus, 2009 agreement remains the last signed document. The ministry reaffirms government commitment to resolving the 16-year statement with ASU in a sustainable and constitutionally backed manner. Under the renewed hope agenda, while ensuring universities remain open, stakeholders and the public are therefore urged to disregard misinterpretations as the federal government remains firm in its resolve. Nigerians have been charged to work together with government at all levels to build a better nation. founder of Ishenla Middle Group Foundation, Mr. Nta Ijebu Ode, made the appeal at a press conference while highlighting the foundation's allegiance to promoting unity, progress and development in the country. Shekina Cousin was at the press conference held at the Liverpool launch Nta Ijebu Ode and files in the report.
The founder of the Ishenla Media Group Foundation, Mr. Nta Ijebu Ode, highlighted the organization's unwavering commitment to its mission. Mr. Ijebu emphasized that the foundation's primary objective is to identify and address the needs of the society, providing support and assistance to the less privileged through humanitarian programs. He added that the foundation has been working diligently to promote unity and progress in Nigeria despite various challenges.
I want unity and development with peace. This is our lovely country. Nigeria is our hometown. I would like to do my best for my people to make sure that we are in unity, develop, and peace. Let all allow peace to reign everywhere. Don't use veto power on anybody. Don't use your connection to threaten anybody. Don't use your position to threaten your neighbor, but let us use unity, development, peace between us.
Mr. Ijebu thereby urged Nigerians to support the organization's efforts and work together with the government to build a better nation. He also enjoined Ogun State government to promote unity and avoid criticism, emphasizing the importance of collective efforts towards achieving unity and progress. In Ijebu Ode, Shekina Konzi, NTA News.
Aside the Digital First initiative and the quest to enhance content harassment, intimidation and general welfare of media workers, especially those of NTA staff, are concerns the new Director General, Rotimi Petro, we have to contend with. Not only were these concerns raised when the chairman of NUG and Ratawu NTA chapter met with the new management, the assurances to address every issue raised and strengthen industrial relationship were also heartwarming. Charles Afar report.
Come rain or shine, these media workers remain steadfast in their mission. From camera operators and editors to anchors and field reporters, they work tirelessly, often through the nights to keep the nation informed while others sleep. Despite their critical role, many media professionals continue to face poor welfare conditions, limited protection, and operational challenges that hinder their ability to perform effectively. It is within this context that the concerns of media unions such as the Nigeria Union of Journalists and RATAW have grown increasingly urgent. Their engagement with NTA's new management here is a push for reforms that prioritize the well-being, safety, and professional dignity of those who serve the public through journalism. While the two union leaders, NTA headquarters, congratulate the Director General, NTA, and executive directors for their appointment, they are excited about the Digital First initiative and vision of the DG. Yet, it was an opportunity to vent concerns from welfare, incentives, and improved remuneration to harassment and intimidation of NTA staff. The union chairman, NTA headquarters, laid bare the issues. Only recently, former NAWAJ President Ladibala of NTA was harassed and intimidated for carrying out her assigned duties, and this is one of many NTA staff nationwide faced over the years.
DG, we also will want you to, amongst your plans, to please take staff welfare as a priority, as it were.
Issue of harassment of our staff has become a recurring decimal. We had one in Maiduguri some times ago when our reporter was attacked during court coverage, and then just yesterday, our reporter went to the incident where we had a train derailment, and she got the worst of her life. So we want the management to please address some of these issues.
Again, new on the job, but not so new to the system. The DG, Rotimi Pedro, before this engagement, as he puts it, was already engaging his management on how to improve welfare, develop NTA content house, and other issues raised by the union leaders to restore dignity back to labor and put a bit more focus on staff rather than just equipment.
Quite over the years, I believe NTA has focused too much, particularly on kit, equipment. It's now to turn it around to a content house. A content house meaning that people, not just the equipment, and to get the right people to operate the equipment and to get the best output out of NTA would mean a good union, in a good industrial relationship. And I think there's a strong foundation to build on that. So I believe in that totally, and the management which I lead now would reflect that in the whole thing. The welfare is also quite key.
As for support and delivery of the Digital First Initiative, members of these unions are reassured that they are more than ready to make it happen. Charles Alpha, NTA News.
In a recent times, flooding has remained one of the biggest environment challenges facing Nigeria. To address this, the Nigeria Hydrological Services Agency, in collaboration with the Lagos State Ministry of Environment and Water Resources, embarked on a flood assessment and validation tour of flood-prone areas in Lagos. Ese Uamaka reports.
The joint flood assessment and validation tour of the Nigeria Hydrological Services Agency, NISA, and the Lagos State Ministry of Environment and Water Resources took officials to key flood-prone communities in Ikoyi, Ibeju-Lekki and Lekki areas of the state. Residents say the impact of heavy rainfall and poor drainage systems has been most severe in these areas.
Beach water is normally come outside. Okay. So you normally come outside and everybody's already know the way the area is this. You have to risk all your things up. Okay. So to save all your market or to save a lot of things, you know that you have to rescue.
When it comes up, everywhere will be flood because due to there's no drainage system and the road will be hard to pass.
This block, we need it because this flow is affecting. If you go to Ode, it has really affected the houses. But all this side is because of this, so the wave have moved to Ode side.
The team, led by Director, Nigeria Hydrological Services Agency, Femi Bejide, inspected drainage channels, water channels, and flood plains while engaging with residents to better understand their experiences and identify gaps in mitigation measures.
Mitigation of flooding is one of the major parts of Renewed Hope agenda. Why? Because flooding affects 195 million people. Almost 3/4 of Nigerians are affected by flooding. And not only affected by flooding, what that means that their hope is dashed. If we tackle and mitigate the effect of flooding, minimize it, then people's hope will be renewed.
With flooding predicted to persist due to climate change and rapid urbanization, Femi Bejide emphasized the importance of collaborative efforts in taking proactive measures.
The legislators also make flood mitigation projects their constituencies projects and let the local government chairman and the councillors also mobilize the people, the youth leaders, mobilize them to clear their drainages and also to create retention basin so that water can be stored there.
Saddled with the responsibility of developing a roadmap to enhance Nigeria's capabilities in flood mitigation, preparedness, adaptation and response, the Nigeria Hydrological Services Agency, NISA, continues to update Nigerians on flood risk across the country. In Lagos, Ese Owamaka, NT News.
That will be all for tonight on our English News Updates. Join us next week for more interesting stories to come. My name is Ifeolu Ashalu. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Oh, what a wonderful world of Sure Clean detergent. Oh yes, you can have a clean and bright wash with Sure Clean. Sure Clean detergent is tough on stains, gentle on your hands, and leaves clothes smelling fresh. Oh see, for clean whites and all colors, Sure Clean detergent makes you shine. As you spread it all, you can see the shine of Sure Clean brightness. Now, wear your smile with pride and nothing to hide. Sure Clean detergent makes your family clean and happy. Sure Clean detergent, happiness with every wash.
Are you desiring a future career in nursing science, law, medical laboratory science, public health, accounting, economics, agricultural extension and rural development, criminology and security studies, and other NUC-approved and accredited professional academic programs? If your UTME score 140 and above, then this information is for you. Admission for all these courses is currently ongoing at the Atiba University, Oyo, Nigeria's fastest growing and cost-effective private university. The university is located in the peaceful, serene, and secure environment of Oyo Township in Oyo State, Nigeria. Hurry now. Admission is in progress. Visit www.atibauniversity.edu.ng to apply. Or call any of these numbers: 081-034-94152, 080-385-79822. What are you waiting for? The future is now.